tester on YouTube. My name is Bjorn. I have a website called SUVTEST.se. It's a Swedish website with car reviews. And I only review SUVs and crossovers. The past week I've been having fun with the Mercedes-AMG GLC 43 Coupe 4MATIC. Very long name, but a great car. A great sounding car. A high performance car. A thirsty car. Very unpractical car. But a fun car. And I have received a lot of attention while driving this car. It's been great. So big thanks to Mercedes-Benz Sweden for lending me this car for a week. If you want to read a review of this car, you can read it in Swedish. So you have to use Google Translate unless you're fluent in Swedish. And you go to suvtest.se/something. I will put the link in the description. And you already know, this car has the V6 3-liter bi-turbo engine, petrol or /gas. In Sweden we have something called horsepower, but it's not American horsepower. So it's 362 horsepower and 367 horsepower depending on the market and how you calculate the horsepower. I think PS is the same as the Swedish horsepower. It's HK in Swedish. Sorry. The torque is 520 Newton meters. 0 to 60 or 100 kilometers per hour is 4.9/5 seconds. And then you have to use Sport Plus and put the pedal to the metal and give it a go. Hold on to the steering wheel and don't drive off the road because it's quite intense the first time.
Well, if we start in the front, you have the AMG Exterior line, front spoiler, the LED intelligent light system, half beam, high beam, no fog lights, of course. Pretty rare nowadays on especially new Mercedes. I don't think any model has it, perhaps the B class. The 21-inch rims are optional. They are about 1,500 euros. And in the front we have it's Continental Conti Sport 255/40/21. And I know that in the rear it is 285/35/21. And the wheels really make this car stand out from the crowd. Here where I live, I have seen a couple of GLC coupes. I have not seen any GLC 43s though. And I have the trailer hitch extended just to keep tailgaters away, to scare them off. This is a car that gets a lot of attention. Everyone in my family has really enjoyed having this car for a week. My neighbor wanted a ride. You're getting a lot of attention in this, especially if you're driving around with Sport Plus activated. When you have those crackles from the exhaust on downshifts, and also that sound on upshifts in automatic or manual mode. It's kind of hard to get a good angle here. From some angles, I don't really like the front headlights. I think they are too big. And also, since they are LED lights when you meet someone, cheaper older car with no experience from LED or xenon lights. They flash their high beams at you. That's pretty annoying. But when I'm alone, I think it's great visibility. I've been walking around the car here. We can look inside. You have the red stitching on the door panel, wood panel on the door, heated seats in the rear, Burmester speakers, tinted windows on the night package, and here you have a child seat, and in the middle you have a child seat. Notice the red seat belts, and of course the carpets, AMG carpets. I have 3 kids, and they have been riding with me in this car for the past week, and I also have one here in the front. There has been 0 complaints about the ride comfort, the exhaust sounds and the acceleration. This being a press car, it has almost since this is a press car, it's loaded with options. This one here on the left, that's the steering pilot. If you engage the Distronic Plus and then you press this one, you can have the car steer itself. It's kind of annoying sometimes on the highway when it's straight, not a lot of traffic. I sometimes use it, but most of the time I actually turn it off, but it makes so fast and many corrections while driving straight that it gets annoying. I can adjust the direction myself. And this is like lane keep assist. You get the vibration in the steering wheel if you drive over the side markings without using the turn signal. Here you can turn off the parking assistant while you don't want to do that, because the front spoiler and rear spoiler are expensive. And this is a 360-degree camera. You can activate it while driving like up to 5 kilometers per hour or when you're standing still. And then you change what you see over here using this knob here. So I want to see, here's the bird's eye view, and here is what we see in front of us. And this is straight down from the front. On the sides on the rear. And this is while backing up. And this is straight down over the hatch. And this is also behind the car. One good thing is you see the sun down here, so you can change the brightness. It was all down here to dark when I got the car. Then after a few days I noticed you can change the brightness. It's pretty good actually. And back here on the left of the steering wheel we have the last button here, and this is for the heads-up display. I've been seeing a lot of American reviews. They say it's fully loaded, but they are missing that one and that one and that one. They only have the steering assist. So you should definitely look for a car that has the 360 camera and the heads-up display, because it's really helpful. Especially while driving in the city, you don't have to look down on the gauge cluster just to see the speed and the current gear. There's also a small sign on the left in the heads-up display that displays the current speed limit. And also the rev counter is horizontal like on a Ferrari, so it's pretty cool actually.
what's here. Here on the right you can change the lighting if you want it bright or not so bright. I think that kind of sucks because sometimes I want the gauge cluster lights to be more dim. Then I can make them, especially in the evenings. They're kind of bright, maybe too bright for me. Maybe I'm getting old, I don't know. Here's the rear fog lights. There are no front head fog lights. You have it in auto settings, so you have the LED daylight running lights activated, or you can put on the LED half beam, and then you can also have the LED high beam if you want to. Here's the parking light, and here you can change if you want the parking light to the left or to the right. I keep it on auto almost every time I've been driving this car. And then here on the door you have buttons for locking and unlocking the door. Locking and the option to put on the windows in the rear seats here. Great if you have kids in the back. Power mirrors and power locks, blah blah blah. And memory, and you can adjust everything electronically here. You can extend the seat here with this one here. And you have heat here. And there's also this option with comfort seats, so you can have cooling, then it's this button. And you have the Burmester sound system. It's a great sounding system actually. Here on the right, if you press this one, you can raise the car. Not when the suspension is in sport mode though. So I changed from Sport Plus to Comfort, and now I can raise the car. It's 2.5 centimeters, so something close to that. Not much, not as much as on the GLE Coupe that I had a year ago. That was quite intense. It looks kind of strange to have that raised SUV coupe body on those large alloys. Funny looking car. I haven't been using this a lot. This green button is terrible. Press that to turn off auto stop start. And then you press this one to start the screen. And unfortunately there are only news about the terror event in Stockholm. So we're not going to listen to that. Instead we are going to also say that this is the volume knob. And while we are here, the cup holders, 12-volt socket and storage for your phone. And up here, CD slot if you have any CDs. CDs, I don't have any, I threw all mine away years ago. I must say that this panel here doesn't really feel premium. I don't think this is worthy of the price tag on this car. And also this, well, it feels great, all the buttons here, but it's kind of hard to press and see that you press the right thing. It's like the angle on the BMW, we have all the buttons in angle towards you. Here is more designed, so you have, whoop, it disappears over to the right and then it disappears over to the left. And there's a lot of glare coming down from the sky here. It looks good, but not very practical.